Hey guys, this is my very first video vlog, or if you're listening to this on the podcast, this is the very first vlog you can see on YouTube. I'll post the link below. What I plan on doing is having daily vlogs around the business that I am buying, and the purpose of this vlog is the whole purpose of today's vlog is to share what this business is. I've been keeping it kind of secretive in the background for a while now, only because I was under contract and I didn't want to talk too much about it in case things went awry. And I wanted to keep it mum's the word until we actually closed. So the big purchase that I finally have made is buying a golf course up here above Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. It's a 9-hole golf course. It's fantastic, in amazing shape, and I'll go into detail in a second on the golf course itself. But I just want to say this has been a dream come true. I've always dreamed of owning a golf course. Honestly, I thought I was going to be like 80 years old or 70 years old when I have enough cash to do it. Um, but when I dug into the space, I realized you didn't need all the cash in the world. There's different lending programs. There's people out there who will invest with you. There's so many things that helped me get to this point. And I'm going to share all of these details in much more detail on my upcoming podcast I'm hosting. For those of you who don't know, I have a podcast out there. It's called Ryan Potok's Golf Podcast. Real original name, I know. But this is a podcast where I talk about golf course ownership, golf course investing, and business as a whole. I'll be interviewing different golf course owners, golf course businessmen and women, and the golf content creators, architects, like everyone kind of in the space, and always kind of go back to the same flavor of, people who love the space, people who want to maybe they're not sure what they want to do full time, but they want to do something in the golf space. You can get some notes from this. If you want to buy your own golf course and you want to manage your own golf course and all that kind of stuff, this is a podcast for you, and it will help shed some light on that. So, anywho, I'm gonna go into a lot more detail on my podcast. I'll share the link below on what podcast that's going to be on. We actually have a few episodes out already that go over a kind of intro on the business buying, and we dropped hints, but we didn't actually share details. The one that's actually go into detail about this golf course is below. So I recommend listening to the first few podcasts first, the first few interviews, and then listen to this one. But feel free to dive on in. But let me give you my big why on why I'm buying a golf course. I kind of touched upon it earlier. I love golf. I mean, you can't tell by the background I got. Again, this is a virtual background. It's not my real background. Um, I just love it. From the time I was a little kid, I just love being outside in nature, playing with my mom and my grandmother, my cousin. Uh, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining. You're just whacking a ball, trying to make it towards the green. Um, and the better I got at it, the more I enjoyed placing the ball in certain locations. It was just a fantastic sport. It's hard to explain. Um, it was even so much of a passion of mine where if I found out, hey, we're going to go out golfing tomorrow, uh, I would have a hard time sleeping that night. And then on the car ride there that next morning with my mom and grandmother, I'd be shaking, I'd be vibrating because I'd be like, I got to play golf. I'm so excited. I never wanted to leave the golf course. So it's been a true passion of mine. I love it so much. And over the years, you go to college, you get a job, you get married, you have kids. It's easy to slowly step away from golf, play it less and less, and make excuses about like, well, it's just a hobby and this and that. But as I've shifted my career, and I'm going to go over this here as well here soon, near the end, um, I'm I'm really focusing my content on my passion now of owning this golf course and doing everything on the golf course. Like my business is now golf, so I'm very excited, very much loving it. Um, I still have a full-time job as a civil engineer, but I'm really leaning into this on the side as my side business and really growing it. So if this intrigues you, keep on listening. So the golf course name that I am buying, or the golf course itself that I'm buying, it's called Wemberley Hills Golf Course. It is above Scranton, next to Clark Summit. So there's going to be a bunch of you out there who have no idea what this golf course is, and there's going to be some of you who say, "Oh yeah, I've played that." This course has no website. Well, it has a website, but no online tee times. It's managed really well on a day-to-day, keeping the golf course going side of it, but it's not like it's been out there on social media. There's no online tee times. Like it's just unheard of. And if you're like me, you love golf, you're like, man, I want to play more golf courses that are fun. Um, you might have those family members who play small town 9-hole golf courses. Uh, and those golf courses are, at least in my area, they're typically small town. They usually have greens that are like carpets. They're really slow. And you barely bring out the driver, right? Those are fun. I try to see how low can I get, but because the greens are so small and hairy and this and that, it's hard to actually do really good on it because you can't place the putts the correct way. This course, I believe it's 3,100 yards in total length. I know the actual yardage. I don't have it on me right now. When you're watching this, I have already bought the course. I'm now owning it. But I'm recording this beforehand. And some of the tee boxes have been moved back further. So I'm gonna have to get a total number of yardage for the course. But there's two par fives, two par threes, and the greens, like they are super smooth, super fast, fantastic greens. Like you would think you're playing a high quality golf course locally when really it's just a 9-hole golf course. So it really kind of changes the frame of going out to play a 9-hole golf course after work with friends to have fun because it's a small town golf course, but it's regulation length. It is smooth greens. Like it's fantastic. So that's the reason why I bought this thing. It comes with a lot of excess land, and we have a lot of plans to develop it. So sell off some excess acreage, build a driving range, build a chip and putt facility, build an event space. We're going to build eventually, we're going to build a pavilion for weddings and events. We're also going to be building eventually a tiny home community, a small one around there for stay and play kind of thing. So we've got some big visions for this. We're very excited. But yeah, that's just this is the biggest adventure that I've done to date, and it's right along with what I want to do long term. So very excited. Again, I'm going to post more details about the business with my business partner below. Feel free to watch that episode. We're going to do a lot more nitty gritty of how we're going to expand this thing, grow it, why we chose it, all that kind of stuff. How we bought it, how we found the deal, all that kind of stuff. And the last thing I want to mention here is basically what's moving forward. Like what's the brand? What's going to happen next? So for those of you who have been watching my stuff as of now, it's been very much multifamily, a little bit of flex space, industrial, very real estate heavy. You know, I love real estate. Real estate's a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing, flips and rehabs and finding deals. Um, but I want to say this, golf has always been my true passion, as I mentioned earlier. It was the end result. I wanted to buy a golf course when I was older. Now that I moved the field goal a lot closer, it's really bringing me a lot more open-mindedness of like, okay, well, what can I do? If I'm buying a golf course now, I still have 50 more years left potentially. What else can I do with this? Real estate was always a vehicle to help me get to do what I want to do full time eventually, which is this golf course eventually. Um, and I love it. So the brand that I'm doing, so this golf course, again, I apologize for jumping around. I'm trying to think on the fly here what I want to share because we're going to share a lot more in the full-time podcast. But the golf course brand is going to be called Potok Golf Club, Wimberley Hills. Uh, we want to buy more golf courses, so we're branding it kind of like that. So as we buy golf course two, it'll be Potok Golf Club, blah blah blah, Potok Golf Club, golf course two. So I'm kind of following the Trump branding over how it's Potok Golf Club, and then you have your name of the course. That's kind of what it's going to be. And my brand is going to be 99% around the golf course, constantly filming trick shots, having fun, interviewing business owners, talking to people from the podcast perspective, because we're going to do a podcast, daily vlogs on the golf course, the ins and outs of how I'm running the business, upcoming events that I'm doing, everything golf related. So if you love golf and you're local or far away and you want to learn more about it, stay tuned. So I'm very excited for this. It's gonna be great. My goal is to buy a lot more golf courses. My goal is to save these mom and pop golf courses from extinction, and it's one course at a time. So we bought this first course. We're going to explode it in a great way, have a lot of fun, introduce a lot more new things, make it become a community staple. And then once we're ready, we're going to buy golf course two and then golf course three and just keep on rolling into it. So we want to bring a lot more fun to the golf course game. We don't want it to be a country club vibe. We don't want it to be a strictly golf game. We want it to be a fun side of entertainment. If you want to golf with buddies, have a few drinks, play some cool trick shots, like do it. If you want to come here and partake in the clubhouse festivities, do it. Like we're trying to entertain a lot more people than just the average Joe golfer. So It's the blue collar golf course. We're going to keep it that way. We're not going to go private or anything. Check us out. I will put the website below. It's going to be www.poets.golfclub.com. And on there, you can learn more about us, learn more about our goals, and you could see where we're going. So I talked fast there, trying to cram it all in, but I'm going to be doing daily vlogs like this. And yeah, this is the first one. So listen to the full episode below. I'm going to give a lot more details below about what we're doing. You'll meet my other partner, Cipriano. And yeah, he's going to go over a lot more stuff on the business side too. So yeah, go check that out.